Hold
There
on.
you go. I was
Yeah.
trying to get situated here. Hi, how's everybody? How are you doing?
Good, good, good. On yourself? How's your week so far?
Good, good, good. Things are going good. I saw that they approved the pepper spray in Trinidad, so there's another bit of help for all these women being abused and stuff. They have a chance to fight back from these
Yeah, the pepper spray
horrible
has
men.
been, I think it was administered early this year, wasn't it? It was legalized early this year.
Well, in Trinidad in particular, it was
Yeah.
approved in the Senate before now it was in the House. So it's going to be proclaimed pretty soon, and then people would be able to have the pepper spray. But I know we're not talking about that today. But I was
Yeah,
very
yeah, you know that's
pleased.
I started the show, checking up on you guys, seeing how your week has been going so far, right?
Yeah,
I'm just kind of like waiting for everybody to come in too. So when I start to read the notes and stuff, everybody could be aware. And I
right.
choose this topic because I find in our community a lot of people don't take it, go do the especially the prostate cancer
Well
testing.
said. Well said. I agree. I support you on
Yeah.
this a
So
hundred percent.
a lot of people have been dying. A lot of black men so far. Like every time you hear someone die, they're dead
Yeah,
from
lots
what?
of West Indians,
Yeah.
Trinidadians, West Indian men in general don't want to go to the doctor for what reason I don't know. They
Hmm.
don't like going to get checkups, and I have no idea why.
Most
And
of the time it's because sorry, most of the time it's because they're saying they don't want anybody touching their anal. They're not gay.
oh,
They're
that
not right. So that's a big issue.
yeah, well,
You know.
okay, well, they're dying by the droves, so there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Yeah. And it's something that, I mean, prostate cancer, if that's what you're talking about, it's something that, you don't die from prostate cancer anymore. There's so much treatment for it right now that it's way ahead of the time. Nobody
Hmm.
should be dying from prostate cancer anymore.
I think I'm just pushing today to promote go do the testing.
I
That's
agree.
a big right because again the treatments are there, but if you
Yeah.
don't check yourself repeatedly, you would never know. Really,
Well,
you never know.
it's changed the culture, the behavior, the thinking,
Hmm.
and you have to start there with the young kids have to be taught, our sons, and you could try with that. These other men, well, I hope
Everybody's different. Yeah.
everybody's different.
I'm gonna have to be pushing and raising awareness,
Yes,
and that's the thing. Like
yes.
this is a
That
serious, serious, serious matter.
yeah, that's on prostate cancer, and what else is part of the topic?
There is ovarian, there is the
Okay.
colon, the
Colon
cervical,
colon is big.
yeah,
Colon cancer,
colorectal,
colorectal
colorectal.
cancer.
There's endometrial cancer
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
and the bladder cancer. So
Yeah, so you're touching on all those today. Okay.
yeah,
Well, it's a big topic for you today.
yeah, kind of
Yeah.
messed up on some notes here, but I'm just working with it right now, and then I
All
just kind of go
right.
by experiences and stuff.
Well,
So
I'm
who want?
I'm ready to listen to hear what other people have to say today.
Yeah,
I'm in
see
the
everybody
listening mood.
see them coming in. Cause if I start too soon, everybody will kind of miss out on what I have to say to them.
Quite right.
Yeah.
Quite right. Yeah. All right. I like your the little pic you sent. I
Oh,
see Gregory has this
yeah.
as
Very went live.
Gregory boy. Yes, man.
So thanks for being here, Anton. Thank
All
you.
right, take it. Cheers. Uh,
Don't move. I'm gonna go to Maya. Hi, Maya.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Not bad. You
That's
still under the
good.
weather?
Ugh. Tired.
Okay. It's okay. Yeah, I totally understand. And your partner will say, it's okay. It's okay. Welcome. How's your week so far?
Just tired. I was up
Okay.
from 6,
Mhm.
took a little nap here and there, but I'm still tired.
Okay. I understand totally. I've been going all week, and then today is like, shoot, gotta get things together. And I'm kind of like, but yeah. So here I am, like, I am really exhausted until
Yep.
till tomorrow again. A new day again, going with it. But thanks for
Mhm.
being here. How's the baby girl? Everybody, she's good?
She's good. She just discovered her mouth, so she's blowing
Oh,
bubbles.
wow. Yeah, I know. I owe you guys a visit so soon. It's
Yes.
nice and warm. Getting warm. I just need to get out there now.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's ready.
Well, thanks for being here.
Welcome.
I'm gonna go to Gregory. Woo. Hi, Gregory. Unless he's busy. Okay. It's gonna give it a couple more minutes again before I start reading you guys your notes. Oh, the topic anyways that was selected. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna start with what I have actually. Okay, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna start reading my notes for you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the prostate cancer. A prostate specific antigen, which is PSA, test measures the level of PSA in your blood. The prostate is a small gland that is part of the man's reproductive system. It is located below the bladder and makes a fluid that is part of the semen. PSA is a substance made by the prostate. Men normally have low PSA levels in their blood. Prostate cancer originates from the prostate, a gland found in the male reproductive system, all through generally a slow growing cancer. Well, it's supposed to be cancer, sorry guys. Thousands die every year. It is also the second commonest cause of cancer death in males. In cases where growth is rapid, the cancer cells may spread to other areas of the body, especially the lymph node and the bones. The variation in prostate cancer rates among different populations have suggested the involvement of genetic factors. Currently, most prostate cancers are diagnosed in the asymptomatic patients during the prostate examination. Public education is about as to help men to make a decision regarding screening using the PSA test and the treatment choices for those diagnosed with prostate cancer. If you are age 50 to 74, you should discuss the PSA test with your doctor, ask about the possible risk and benefits. Men under 50 or over 75 really need a PSA test unless they have a high risk for prostate cancer. Age 50 for men who are at average risk of prostate cancer are expected to live at least 10 years more. Age 45 men for men are high risk of developing prostate cancer. This includes African Americans and men who are a first degree relative father or brother diagnosed with prostate cancer at an early age younger than age 65. Age 40 for men at even higher risk, those with more than the first degree relative who had prostate cancer at an early age. So it goes as early as 40. I mean, during the COVID-19 pandemic was resulting in many elective procedures being put on hold, and this has led to a substantial decline in cancer screening. Healthcare facilities are providing cancer screening during the pandemic with many safety precautions in place. Learn how you can talk to your doctor and what steps you can take to plan or schedule and get your regular cancer screening in the cancer screening during the COVID-19 pandemic. All right, so you can still go to your doctor and push for it no matter what. Um, I'm gonna go. Any question, guys? Or anybody have experience or know anyone who passed away or who's under treatment for the prostate cancer?
Yeah, well, I had let's see, three persons over the last 5 months,
Okay.
different ages, die of from prostate cancer.
Oh, sorry
And
to hear.
one of the couple of years ago, we had Lou. I don't know if you remember Lou from La Rhythm.
Probably
Uh,
face.
Louis Mark. He um, he died from prostate cancer. That
Wow.
was shocking, and a few others well in the community. Conrad, the barber brother, he died from prostate cancer
Okay.
2 years ago, and
Yeah.
then about four persons I know so far, two in Trinidad, one in New York, and one up here. Prostate cancer,
Wow.
and I have one, let's see, one friend, he had it in he was diagnosed with it in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and recently his PSA level went up really high, and so he went in and he got an injection, and it is at 0.011. His PSA level went down to a good level, and so he has a few spots in his lymph node in different areas, three
Yeah.
different areas in his body.
Okay.
So, so um, that is where the problem is, because the cancer eventually got into his liver and somewhere. So
Okay.
so he has to take treatment for that also.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that
I see they're trying a lot of stuff on different new technologies too.
yes, I have two friends, a Jamaican friend of mine. You remember Aldi? I know if you Albert Gill. He used to have the barber shop. A best friend of mine. He has prostate cancer also,
Yeah.
and he's taking the treatment. His brother-in-law also has prostate cancer and did the operation. I don't, and he's well, but he did
The
uh,
biopsy.
the biopsy and
Yeah.
he removed the prostate. And then one other person, Remy, Remy died. Gregory Remy, who everybody knew, he died of prostate cancer. So it's around our community, close friends, and people who have it presently,
Yeah.
and it could it's touch and go for some of them.
But I have a question for you. Do you know if any of them, or at least one of them, were testing early, or they just happened to go because they were experiencing symptoms like pains?
Right. Let's see. The one, my friend in Brampton, he got diagnosed early, and it went into recession, and he took the treatment and all was well,
Okay.
and it only recently came back.
Okay.
Um, and so he's dealing with that, but right now it's looking good. He had his other tests, and you know, it's looking fine for him so far, but the earlier you go get tested for that, um, the better. I personally, with regards to me, I got tested because, of course, I had all these operations, four
Okay.
major operations. So, they have to test you, check you. I go for my regular checkups anyhow,
Yeah.
and my PSA level is good, and my colon and all the colon tests that you're going to talk about, that is
Yeah.
one that people should do, because the colon is not as treatable as the prostate. But we don't know why so many people dying from prostate. I guess you said because of this finger business that they're afraid of, or whatever the case might be.
Yeah, check it on it. Yep.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry,
check
I
me out,
real quick,
check
but
me out anytime. I ain't afraid of that because I want to live.
I totally agree. Yeah, it's not time to
I
go.
want to live. Yes, yes.
It's not time
My
to go.
doctor tell me bend over. I said no problem, doc. Let me see your hands. If I see both hands, I know something wrong.
That's
I wonder when
wow.
you if I
I
see
don't know
both
what
of your
I don't know
hands at
what
the
conversation
side,
I just
something
came
wrong.
into.
Hey Gregory, how you doing, buddy?
I'm not sure. I don't know about the bend over and your hand part.
Just a joke, Greg.
Listen, does
Wow.
any would anyone like to has anyone well we have what 4 meals right now, except well Anton, we already know you did one. But how was it the first time when you got that prostate cancer tested? Like how was it when the doctor decided to
Well,
search or
I
I
did
haven't. I haven't. I'm only 34 years old.
okay.
I did mine every from we I've been doing that test since when I turned 40.
Okay.
At 40 years old, my doctor started doing my tests for that,
Okay.
and every year, as part of my test, a general checkup. Since I'm 40 years old, I've
Okay.
been doing that. So since then,
How was the first time?
oh, I can't. Well, I mean, I can't remember. I expected that he
Did
told
he
me.
on the ears afterward?
My doctor. I don't know. I had total. Listen, I've had my doctor since 1970, and he used to come home. He was a home visit doctor and thing, and right
Okay.
here in Toronto. So,
Okay.
so I can't remember, but it was not a big deal for me
Okay.
because he explained what he was doing.
Mm,
What you reach 40, we have to check your prostate to make sure that you don't have cancer. You reach the age where it could, if we see it, we could check it early. Your PSA level is good, but they also check to see the size of your prostate because it's right in that area where they could feel for it right there to see
yeah.
if it's big. And if your prostate is enlarged, you will find yourself with problems. Anytime you find yourself problems peeing, and
Hmm.
you're accustomed peeing, and the pee is interrupted and interrupted,
Yeah. Keep on stopping.
your prostate is swollen a bit. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my take.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Candy, what is the conversation about tonight?
We're talking about like I started off with the prostate cancer. I basically just talk about the age. Um, hold on. I kind of go through it quickly. Um, the PSA, which is the prostate cancer, the levels. The men normally have low PSA levels in their blood. You should be testing that. The age groups 50, average risk, 45, higher risk, 40, especially if you have a father or brother who has the cancer. you please go check yourself immediately. I know starting when I talk to a few men or just hear them talking, they're like, I don't want nobody put anything up in my asshole or in my butt, or I'm not gay. I don't but it's not that. It's just checking on your health, making sure that you're good, that you're cancer free. There's nothing wrong with your prostate. So I think it's important because there's so many men falling off the face of the earth now because of that prostate cancer. All right. So are you of age right now, Greg, to go do yours?
Yes and no.
Mhm.
I talked to my doctor about it, but I have nobody in my family that have it, so he's
Yeah.
waiting for me to be at least 45.
Okay.
He said if I want to, I can get a check, but I just turned 42,
Yeah.
so he said if I want to, I get a check, or if you're feeling discomfort, let me know.
Okay.
Um, but I get checked for everything else, from like kidney and all other stuff. I don't
Hmm.
mind getting checked, so it's not a big deal to me.
That's good then. That's really good.
Well, Greg, they don't. You don't have to get the finger test. What you could ask for is ask the doctor to do a test for your PSA level, and if your PSA level is above 6 or between 11, then he would say he will go and test. But if your PSA level
Do
is
they check that by blood?
your blood in your blood,
Yeah.
the test for your PSA level and in your blood. And if the PSA that is in your blood is 2 to 3 or 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, that's fine. If it's 6, and above, then he may do a test anally, where he check the prostate and see the size of it, if it's squishy or if it's hard or if it's inflamed and stuff like that. So then they will do the test. So you don't necessarily have a coach to do that bend over test if you're uncomfortable, but he will do the blood test on you. If your PSA level is high, then you will definitely
I'm,
have to do
I'm
a test.
pretty sure I got checked for that too, because I basically have them check the whole checklist, everything,
Right. Right.
and I even have them check me for all STDs, and I've been with the same person for a long time, because
Okay.
Yeah.
you could also get it from other stuff, not just from sexual partner. Sometimes you get it from open womb, you could get from bathroom. There's a lot of stuff you could get people don't know about.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Um, I'm one of the guy that I really don't care about like being scared of doctors. Sometimes a lot of people are. I don't understand why.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the West
I,
Indians culture is not so
Because
friendly.
they have all those wannabe doctors and they have all those wannabe medicines. So that's why they like,
yeah.
no, 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 yo, I have the cure for corona. Just put some honey, some ginger.
Yes. Yeah.
Yo, I hear all those crap. Them,
Media, everybody's going to the internet and diagnosing each other, and then they're hearing other people's experience with a different doctor, and they assume all doctors are the same. That's
Yeah.
and
exactly what's going on.
yeah, and the funny part is they have a cure for it. Is people still died in the Caribbean. So please, you know what my cure is? Don't touch me.
Honey?
No, don't touch me. Stay away from me if I don't know you. That's my cure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that. Yeah, but
But
colon cancer is another one you have to get tested for after when you
yeah, I'm
reach.
gonna touch into that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna go into the ovarian cancer.
All
You
right.
guys know what's the ovaries, right? Please
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
yes. All right. So we have Maya here.
How about you?
Ovarian
I was about to
cancer.
say, I'm not sure if I have that, but I'll listen.
No, you don't have it. You have the first one, where's the scrotum area, and we have to me, I always laugh. I remember it as the two red beans. They look like two red beans to me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I learned more about it from there as a kid. So the
I,
ovarian cancer, huh?
so I was about to say,
But
I call it the the retarded heart.
What the
The over
retarded heart?
the messed up heart. Like, you know how you draw a heart. You know when you're a baby, when you draw the heart wrong, that's how I call the ovary. Kind of.
I never look at it like that.
That's the way I see it. When I since I was a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh yeah, I never that's good too. I never look at it. I always see red beans. I'm gonna look at it again.
Let me know.
Wow, see how everybody see things differently?
Let me know if you want me to help you look at it.
Oh Lord. I will.
I'm just go ahead. You can read. I won't mess with you.
So I'm gonna go into the ovarian cancer. Ovarian cancer constitutes 20,000 cases in the United States each year. This relatively rare and often fatal form of cancer occurs in the ovaries, part of the female reproductive system. One reason for its high fatality is the lack of symptoms in the early stages. Only about 20% of ovarian cancer are detected early, which makes treatments difficult. The symptoms, that too occur early are often generic and easily mistaken for other conditions or minor illnesses. Ovarian cancer constitutes 20. Oh my God, why did I put two up at the same time? Sorry. Um, so another one for the, I know for me, the sugar was a cyst. A cyst is we have the eggs and the eggs ripe and we then have a cycle, right? Um, Hold on. For women now, if one will release and one don't release, it will stay back. That then is then called a cyst. That could also go into multiple cysts. That's CYST. I remember starting off with just pain in my side, just feeling the ovary. I kind of feel like it was pulsing. And I because you go into the doctor, they didn't know what was wrong with me. We did the test. Then the doctor was like, you know what? How about I give you the birth control pill to freeze the ovary so you wouldn't go through the pain and stuff. I said, no, I want to know what's going on. But eventually I had my and and in and out or day what they call it day surgery, as was called a laparoscopy.
Yeah.
So when we went in there now, they only found like liquid in the ovary, but but before it was being multiples. But eventually it passes out through the vagina, and when it's coming out, it's a pain, like a stabbing pain in the stomach, and yeah, so it's very stabbing pain in the stomach, and I dealt with that. I started drinking Karaili, better known as I think Jamaicans call it Sirisi, and molasses. So that's what I drank hot, and I have no problems after that.
But
But when it comes, pardon me?
I'm sorry. I'm saying molasses is really really good for it. I know that for fact. So my wife study. She's a doula, and also she does midwife. And she
Okay,
said molasses is really good for a lot of stuff for the women. Um, I know she said from down. I'm gonna have to ask her and tell you next week. But I know
yeah,
molasses is really good for your system. But she also
I know
told me,
what. That's where because I know when I started drinking mine, I didn't have a clue. And I don't know why I started taking my. I think I started putting molasses for the flavor for the Karaili because it's very bitter. And
hmm
I realized that was helping me. So every time I go back to do my testing, like the test that it do the ultrasounds, it always showed there's nothing there. It's reducing. It was reducing and it just disappeared. So I am just grateful. If I get any pain, I probably got a pain like 2 years ago, and I know there was one day it passed out. So but I know what they say with ovarian cancer, um, urination frequency. It's a big thing. The
do
loss of appetite.
you also get bleeding too?
E- I will say yes, but I will tell you something right now. That piece of note I don't have with me, but I could look it up. But it was many with the bloating. I think when it comes to it's like a bladder infection. Yes, you start to bleed.
hmm
You would get that pain. So all these little signs. That's when the back you get the urinal infections or coming to the cancer and slash if something is wrong with you. That's back pain. Lots of back pains. Like lots of bodies are feeling like a slight fever also.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm trying to think because I helped the study. I think you also, if you don't watch out, you also could make you do a thing of miscarriage too, if you have too much.
Of the what? Have too much of what?
Uh,
The cyst?
yeah,
Are
but
you sure? Probably not
I,
fibroid. What do you think about fibroid?
I think that's fibroid. I think I'm getting a mistake.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
fibroids. That's that one. You'll have a um, yeah, that
It's fine.
pregnancy will go back.
Yeah, thank you to Google. That's fibroid. I was getting it mixed up.
Yeah, fibroid. Um, hold on. The other one I want to touch on too is but I know you can actually remove the ovaries. It's kind of sad because no, you can't have women have can't have kids after that, right? Sometimes it's so bad you have to move the uterus because it's affected the whole inner side. I know for me, I had a hysterectomy, and I did it because I was just bleeding too much after my car accident, and I was freaking out of all the possibility. The things something was always going wrong, and I'm like, I don't need my ovary. I still have my ovaries, but I don't have my womb. I remove it because I don't want any complications. So I'm good now.
Did that change any like sexual feeling, or that's completely different?
For me, for some, yes. For me, no,
Okay.
nothing. The difference is once they remove the womb, once the hysterectomy was done, the in the entrance for through the vagina is go straight up into the stomach, right? So that's for me is like that's close off for me now. That's no longer the I don't need to bear kids, I no longer need to have my period, so that's gone. Yes, I'm happy. I Candy with there was a lot of pain for me. A lot of issues.
Oh, so it kind of sounds like the same thing when a man gets snips.
Hmm.
So because you know how you should blink. I'm not saying the same thing. I'm saying
Yeah, you should, yeah,
when
yes, yes it is. Also, okay, here what? Also remember they do the one I think it's called tubulation, where they tie the tubes. They put two metal clips on the tubes. I did that first because I'm very fertile. So I did that first, and then sometimes it eventually grows back and covers the metal, and you can have a chance again to still get pregnant. Some people go through it still. Some people will burn their own, so it separates. There's nothing going over. And yes, I think it's bisectomy. Am I
yeah.
saying the right thing? Yeah. So yeah, it's all the same methods.
See,
But hysterectomy.
that's the thing I was scared to because I did the tube and I did the burn. I didn't want to do because they said mine definitely could go back. I said, okay, I want both. They said, what do you mean? I said, I want the because what they do is they put a little tube and they burn it and they cut it.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I said I wanted both. They said you don't really. I said, trust me, I'm very fertile. I had myself checked.
Yeah.
Um, my number is so high. I had people ask me, can they get my stuff? I said
Yeah.
no. I want you to burn it. I want you to put it in the closet in somewhere in the tribe in Africa. That's funny. My daughter just, it got so bad they canceled my first surgery and they made me go to therapy to make sure that's what I really wanted
Okay.
because I was still under the age of 40. And it's
Yes.
a lot
Hold
of guys.
on.
Look, I am blessed. I'm okay. I said, you either A, you do it, or I'm going to an island and have it done. That's up to you. If they do it wrong, you're gonna have to cover it because you're part of my show.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
they had me go to like a mental stuff and mental health. And the first appointment, I'm like, this is my first, my last appointment. I said, I don't know why I'm talking to you. I have plenty of children by one person, and I'm happy. So I don't know what they're talking to. I said, you ought to do it, I'll do it myself. And
Yep.
she write it off and she make appointment 2 weeks later.
But respect. I like that because not all men will go ahead and do it. It would just depend on the woman to do it, right? And
I call that a fool. So a long time ago, I posted in my Facebook wall says, when the sperm come out your body, you no longer have rights.
oh,
Period. You don't have no right. Oh yes, I do. I said the only right you have is by pushing her downstairs, but after that, you have no rights. You cannot tell her what to do with her body. So the only way you control it by controlling your own body and by fixing yourself and protecting yourself.
And it's not so much of that some people been telling it just normally say, okay, well, we don't have no more kids, so she goes ahead. What even she being told? Like I know for me, I went and I did mine because I'm like, you know what, I'm done. 5 kids is good enough for me. I
But
wanted 6,
your
but
surgery,
I stopped at
no,
5.
see, your surgery to me, I feel like for men being with you for a long time and love you and respect you, your
Mm-hmm.
surgery is worse than mine. My
Mm.
surgery is less, sometimes 30, 45 minutes. I put a little
You're
ice.
done.
3 or 4 days later, I'm normal.
Yep,
Yours,
you're done.
yours is going inside and twisting.
Well, this one I did is because it was for me. Because I'm single right now. I'm separated from my husband for a while now.
I
So I did
understand.
mine on my own, But honestly, you're right. It's like days upon days of pain and just trying to walk, trying to go up the stairs. Yeah, it's hard. That's why I said I respect you for that because not all men are going to do it. And I know mine didn't do it. So it's just like, really.
But you know why a lot of men don't do it? Because number one, they don't read about it. Number
Mm-hmm.
two, they think if they do it, their sex drive is gonna go lower,
Uh-huh.
or they won't feel the same way. I
Mm-hmm.
did my homework. I just didn't like did the you know how you could do reviews of different surgery on
Yes.
Google. I inboxed every single person that did it to make sure they was real.
Okay.
I talked to many men that did it. I'm like, all right, then so you all are good? They're like, yeah, I said, all right. Just do your own homework. Because everybody have a different mentality. And I know as further as I am, I could always go back.
Mm-hmm.
What
You
men
could reverse it. For
women
one man,
they
if they
can't have
reverse it, it's ten thousand
one.
dollars.
Mm-hmm.
$10,000 to reverse, free to do it. $10,000 to get it undone.
Mine is part of I could do it part my insurance said they'll cover it if I want to go back.
Okay.
But I'm not.
Yeah. I said 10,000 cover for a house. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna go. Hi, welcome to White. Welcome, Lex. I'm gonna go into the colon cancer. So the colon cancer is a type of cancer that begins in the large intestine, colon, which is the colon. The colon is the final part of the digestive tract. But remember, it starts small, your food go in, and it goes around, then it gets bigger, and that's when it comes through the anal or the rectum or the anus. Um, Colon cancer typically affects older adults, though it can happen at any age. It usually begins as small, non-cancerous clumps of cell called polyps, like little sacs. It's also they can also be found in the uterus also too. So the polyps that form on the inside of the colon. Over time, some of the polyps can become colon cancer. Polyps may be small and produce few, if any, symptoms. For this reason, doctors recommend regular screening tests to help prevent colon cancer by identifying and removing polyps before they turn into cancer. If colon cancer develops, many treatments are available to help control it, including surgery, radiation therapy, and drug treatments such as chemotherapy, targeted therapy, and immune therapy. Colon cancer is sometimes called colorectal cancer, and which in this term that combines colon cancer and rectal cancer, which begins in the rectum. The symptoms: the persistent change in your bowel habits, including diarrhea, constipation. Yeah. I'm gonna meet someone here because of the echo. Yeah. So constipation or a change of the consistency of your stool, rectal bleeding or blood in your stool, persistent abdominal discomfort such as cramps, gas, or pain, a feeling that your bowel doesn't empty completely, weakness or fatigue, unexplained weight loss. Many people with colon cancer experience no symptoms in the early stages of the disease. When symptoms appear, they'll likely vary depending on the cancer size and location in your large intestine. See your doctor if this persistent symptoms that worries you. Make an appointment with your doctor. Talk with your doctor about when to begin the colon cancer screening guidelines. Generally recommended that colon cancer screening begins around 50. Your doctor may recommend more frequent or earlier screening if you have other risk factors, such as a family history of the disease. So that's one of them, guys. Risk factors: older age, cancer older than 50, African American race, the personal history of the colorectal cancer polyps. Again, it's a little sac that's found in your colon. It's also found in the ovary, and not the ovary, the uterus.
Mm.
Um,
For
inflammatory, pardon.
African American, we like the highest, right? For getting that.
Greater risk, yeah,
Yeah.
very high. We're always there. And then it says, actually added out to do greater risk of colon cancer than do people of other races, right? Inflammatory intestinal conditions such as chronic inflammatory disease of the colon, um, inherited family history of colon cancer, low fiber, high fat diets, um, your lifestyle, diabetes, obesity, smoking, alcohol, radiation therapy for cancer, right? That's like the radiation for people who have cancer now, the therapy directed of the abdomen to treat the previous cancer increases the risk of the colon cancer. So again, preventive is go do your screening once you're around the age of 50 or going towards 50 for the colon, or if your doctor may tell you more what they think. But you got to change a lot of stuff in your lifestyle to reduce the colon cancer, such as eat fruits, vegetables, whole grains, drink alcohol in moderation, if at all, stop smoking, exercise most days of the week, maintain a healthy weight. So that's one of when it comes to the colon cancer.
But can
Uh,
I ask you a question? I do a lot of YouTube and like looking at different tribes. They also drink their own alcohol. They also eat like a lot of meat, but
mhm,
as well, they don't have as much cancer and stuff like that as we do. I think
natural.
I think the alcohol part maybe, but I think is more of what they put into our food
Hmm.
in our diet because if one people could do the same thing we doing and have none of this 99.9% of disease we have,
Hmm.
I feel like the European or the white skins are putting this stuff in our food. Because just look at a simple tribe, or put it this way, I went to the island for 2 weeks.
Hmm.
All the food from my backyard. My cholesterol was so high before I went to the island. When I came back, I had no cholesterol problem. So I don't think it's our diet. I think we just have to start growing our own crap and doing our own stuff. I think they put stuff in our system because the white person system could take stuff that we can't. A lot of the antibiotic, if you look at it, is not meant for us. It's meant for them.
Hmm.
Our
And
body
also
can't stuff.
Indians too. Indians are also, like, I realized, okay, say for instance, here I am, I'm black, and my cousins they're Indian.
The Indians are
We're
black.
outside playing in the rain together. We're running around. We're doing all kind of crap. I got sick. They're always running around and doing their stuff. And then there's certain things that I would take that their immune system was much lower than mine was. And then it's just like, so everybody, you're right, the immune system is just different for everyone. What is for Paul is never good for Peter, right? And I've been watching that for a while now.
But
They survive on certain things.
the other thing I also feel like, I feel like they're making us immune system punks because we get antibiotic, and also they are blocking the germs that we're supposed to get and let our
Mhm.
body fight the germs. Because if you go to any island, you cannot drink majority of their water. But the people that's there, they could drink the water, they're not getting sick. I think they keep killing all the germs that we're supposed to have, our body's supposed to have for such a long time. When your body have when you're older, we can't fight it.
Yeah.
I think that's
You
what
know
they
what? You make a point because nobody will ask if you want hepatitis A. That's the needle to take
hmm
when you travel to prevent any diarrhea and stuff like that. Right? So yeah, because I can't take the water back when I go there, which I brought up on that water for so long until 20, and all of a sudden I can't digest it anymore.
I
Makes me
was
sick.
yeah, but see, I was also born in Haiti, and I could drink the water. Cause now, cause I took so long to come back, I got sick like that.
You
I'm
get
like,
sick.
so I'm like, damn. Just looking around the islands and just looking
Mm,
around everywhere we go, they're making us mentally and physically weak as people. Because if you see a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, if you see the mentality of what they could do, it's not the same mentality of the children of ours, what they should do. I think we're just mentally making ourselves not us. I'm sorry, society making us weak.
Yeah,
yeah.
guys, Gregory, good point. With regards to the colon, I had the first test when I was
Mhm.
50,
Okay.
and the second test
See,
where they go in.
you don't look a day over 49. Stop lying.
Thanks. 50, I went in and they go in that you have to go in, they sedate you a little bit because it's
Um, do they have a little like strobe lights or just go?
yeah, it goes in with a tube in, and they look inside there, and if they see the pulp, they will snip it. You have to
Okay.
sign and stuff, you know.
So
So
is
I
that the one that
I
you have
did
to
mine
break the
at
thing?
50, first colon test,
Yeah.
and you have to stay, not overnight, but a couple hours after you have to lie down there. And then at 60, I had to do it again at 60 because I had problems with hemorrhoids,
Okay.
and they wanted to make sure that there wasn't any problem there.
Yeah.
And I did so, and Poland is so you do it. I don't think I will have to. I did it at 60. I did it at 50, and it's not something that you have to do all the time,
Okay.
and it hurts.
Okay.
That one is not a simple finger. They're shoving a whole tube up your ass all the way to
Yeah.
the devil.
Can you not tell me that?
But you're here to learn, so at least you'll be aware.
I,
And don't
I
don't
did it
tighten your
all.
muscle.
I
Relax
don't
it.
need
Just
to do
relax
that
your
test.
muscle.
I don't need to do nothing else. Thanks. Well, yeah.
Thanks for
All
sharing
that to
that.
live. Yeah, all right. Okay. Cheers. Oh, one
Thank
more thing.
I'm listening.
He was talking about Greg was talking about the what's in the water and the food and the
Yeah.
difference. One of the main thing we have to remember, um, the human body, we are carnivores. Our digestive system, from going in through your throat all the way down your large and small intestines, your sac, which is your stomach and stuff like that. And it is not set up for meat. We are not supposed, and Africans in general, people not supposed to be eating a lot of meat. The only way you eat a lot of meat on the islands, or if you're working hard, you're burning up the meats and stuff, that the foods that go into your body.
Yeah.
And if you the people you see who hard working, tilling the soil and stuff, they they do a lot of walking like what we used to do, our parents used to do before. But up here, you come up here and you sit down and you're in the cold weather and you're transported where you're going, you're driving to go here. We not we can't play ball all the time and we lazy. And the black people, our metabolism is a lot faster or slower, sorry, than the white people. Their metabolism burns up the fat quicker in the colder temperatures, right? For I talking about for us.
Antoine,
And but in general, if we would concentrate on eating, leafy foods, nuts, and things that grow in the soil, nuts, berries, and these things,
yeah,
and not meat. Like,
Antoine, can I stop you for 1 second? I feel like it's opposite. I feel like we are carnivore. I feel like we're supposed to eat. There's a lot of nutrient that we need in meat, and I feel like we have the canine teeth because we used to eat meat. I feel like the difference between the meat that we eat now and the meat that we eat then, the meat that we eat now is like poison. I
yeah,
feel
but
like
the
I
digestive system, you have to remember, look at a lion, a real meat eater, a tiger and those things. If you look at the digestive system for them, and when they eat meat, as you talk about, they're able to masticate and break down the meat and the fluid and the system and the bile in the body will break that down a lot faster. Red meat, like when you eat a steak, and the doctor will tell you the, the red meats that you eat take a lot longer time to digest in your stomach.
technically it's beef.
Beef,
Not. If you look at the
Not
history,
all.
if you look at the history of African American, we didn't have cows. That's what a lot of us are locked to the talent. We didn't have cows. It's not bush meat. They could digest that. It's just like
right? Goat
so.
and them thing, yeah.
So you can't say because technically bush meat is red meat. So it's not technically all red meat. Like we're not technically supposed because our to me cows are European thing.
Yeah,
If you look at most cow right now, the European brought it in. Like cow is
right.
not something that we ate. We ate bush meat. So
Well,
I'm
all right. So you make my point then. So the meat that we eat now, we can't digest it.
but look,
Pig,
what about pork? Where did pig come from? Pig did
who?
not come from. Where did
Pig.
pig really come from?
Well,
Pig,
pig is
pig,
not pig.
pig is
Pig is
pig,
not a good meat to eat at all. Period.
but no, that's not true because pig is a white meat. You're not supposed to eat a lot of pig, but pig is way more healthy than cows. If you look at
Way
way healthy than cows.
A pig.
No, see, okay,
Pig.
let me screw me mentally because
I don't know
I look
about
at the
pig.
history of pig, chicken, and most animals. They put whatever you in front of them to eat, they'll eat it. Chicken is as nasty as a pig, but I'm telling you, like pig is white meat. You could digest the pig way better than you digest the red meat. You just can't
Yeah.
do the skin. You can't do the fat. If you look
Yeah,
at
but
like
the
what
fat,
we
yeah.
so and also pig, you have pig is like say like the white caveman. They eat bear. Pig is like a bear. You have to cook it all the way through. You can't cook it halfway because pig is one of them animals that they'll eat. They have the stomach to eat everything. They could
Right.
eat grass. They could live out grass, plant, tree. They could live out everything. But if you look at pig compared to like I could eat like a pork right now and it'll be out of my system very quick. You eat like a piece of steak, it take about 6 to 7 days. So black people have to get this out of their mind that pig is bad for them. No, that stupid cow they keep giving us is bad for you. That stupid breast milk is bad for you.
I
Well,
think what kills me, I think what kills me with a pig part. Oh, well, I go dread. I don't eat no pork. I don't eat this. Or I heard a girl saying to me, if you pour vinegar on the what do you call it
and
on the pork, you'll
Yeah.
see worm. No, you
Worm.
don't. If you leave the pork outside for days upon days, obviously meat will all spoil. They all turn into they all form worms. And do you know that they will cast the demons into their mind? That was how many years ago? Why we having this conversation? Listen. That's your belief. I will eat my pork.
No, I don't eat my pig, but what I'm saying is,
That's me telling the girl because
But
people try to try all kind of different beliefs and
I
different things.
I
You
ain't
know,
big on pork,
but
but I ain't big on red meat either. I don't like steak
but
and
anything
them
you
things.
but anything that you eat that you don't clean, you don't cook properly, have bugs. Every
mhm.
animal that dies grow bugs. The fly lays on it. So don't get it like twisted, like, oh my goodness. Like most people don't know about lobster. You are not supposed to eat a dead lobster. You have to be the one to kill a lobster. Lobster have this poison in them that if you cook a lobster out of it dead for too long, it's bad for you. If you look up lobster. Lobster. This is why lobster and crab. You put it in the water. That's why you put in the hot water
Yeah.
because a lot of people don't know that. Like if your lobster die, it's not like you kill a chicken. You have to clean it and cook it right away. There's a poison in the lobster that'll destroy the whole meat and mess
Yeah.
up. But most people don't know that. It's like all everything you put in your mouth, even vegetables and fruit. A lot of people don't cut the vegetables before they eat it because there's bugs that lives in vegetables that lay eggs in vegetables and leave it. So everything you eat, you have to look at from vegetables and everything else. Because I have a lot of vegan people that always talk trash to me. Oh my goodness, I could believe you're killing the animals. I said, oh my goodness, I could believe
I think I will just eat dirt and
Honestly, for
you know,
me, how I look at it,
I
yo,
go
let,
eat dirt.
yo, let me finish this thing. Let me
is
finish
that
this thing.
when God made the animals and stuff, right? For me, I'll put things on earth and it goes in a cycle. We
Yeah.
all eat whatever is there. Because if we didn't have all this other stuff, we have to survive. I know I will be eating this meat. You understand? So that's how I just see for me to survive in this world. Okay? In the wilderness.
But
Sorry,
this,
Gregory.
but this you have to say that because I had this big argument with this vegan. So, oh my goodness, you eat meat, you killing the animals. I said, okay, the animals don't give us oxygen. You eat all the plants and the trees and everything else. So you are murdering us too. So do not judge. I didn't. I'm like,
That
yeah.
is
I'm like, I'm like, yeah. You think I'm a little crazy, but I do my homework. So you
that
are,
is
you are a breeder to killing us. You one of our murderers. You are a serial killer because every single tree that grows, every single plant that grows, gives oxygen. The plant needs our carbon from our
Yeah.
mouth to grow. So we bring this thing out. You eating what we eat, what we need to breed. So you're a murderer too. So
Well, you eat only what you need, and you don't, like we don't like before. You don't cut down the trees to just for fun and to create space. Only use what you need, and this thing called greed is the biggest killer in the world today. Greed is
yeah,
eating away at the fabric of society.
yeah,
Greed.
yo, I
What
feel
one man needs 5 bedroom house and a pool and all. What you need all of that for? That's that's greediness. One man needs 3 women at one time. You can't deal with one. You want 3 and 4 women. That come on.
to
Greed,
everybody's lifestyle is different.
my thing is if
greed, greed, greed,
my thing
greed.
is
Greed is eating away at the fabric of society. That's what I.
I
And we
I,
eat
I
too
think
much.
I think greed makes society grow. I think hungry makes society grow. I think hating makes society grow. Because sometimes the people that hate you the most is the one that's making the most money because they keep following you, they keep looking at you, and sometimes if you have too much, guess what? You agree about something, you're gonna keep buying it. That's gonna give somebody a job. So live your lifestyle. Don't care about if you're being greedy or not greedy. Just who cares?
I thought honestly, for me, if I could continue doing what I'm doing and get my kids, 5 kids, make sure they have like I've got 5 rooms plus my room plus two extra plus the basement plus the a lake plus the pool plus I'm gonna do it. You know why? Because my ass work hard for it. So if they call it greed, So be it. I think I deserve that comfort when I reach home. That's
Miss
how I see it.
Miss Candy,
Mm.
Miss Candy,
Yes, my love.
would you like me to screw you just a little bit? Like just to give you like a little bit education? Because you
Sure.
saying a word that I don't like. Um, I don't like the word kids,
Children then.
children. The reason why
Yeah.
I don't like the word kids because they've been treating us like animals, and kids
Good.
goat, and we not goats anymore. So I don't
You know
use
what?
kids.
I believe about 5, 6 years ago, I've been conditioning myself to stop saying the word kids because I say the kids. I was doing reading, I was thinking about goats, So then I said the children, but sometimes, yeah, I have my old ways, it'll come right back out. So
Yeah,
forgive me.
a long time, like years ago, um, they called me what they called me again? APS. The people that don't believe, I just believe there's a higher power. I don't believe like one church
Yeah,
or
atheist, yeah.
APS. I'm like, okay, I'm okay with that. So I go to all churches, and I went to a Muslim church because I feel like every Bible is the same. I don't care what language it is. So I went to one church. I'm like, yeah. At the time, I had like one child. I'm like, yeah, I had a kid. This sister pulled me to the side and schooled me for 3 hours about
Shoot.
what that word means to African American. You say white people are natural animals. And she broke it down and she like this, this, you go look it up.
Okay.
And you tell me, and you come back to me and tell me if I'm lying. If you break it down to a kid, if you know what a kid do, it's a wild thing that's basically practicing what they should do when they grow up. They fight each other. They're
Mhm.
mad aggressive. They play fight. They do so much stuff to each other that we don't even know. Like I
And
said,
that's true. You're right. I've been trying not to use it. I try, and then sometimes it'll go right back into it. But I know I will hear myself saying it loud, and I will think about a goat.
mhm.
Right? I'm
It-
gonna go into valvar cancer.
hey, what's all your best friends?
Well, here what I'll tell you. When I'm talking about serious thing for our community,
Hmm.
sometimes people duck out. But to me, I'm gonna still preach it. I like to have like at least one or two serious conversation about our health or what's happening in our life.
They're corny for that.
Yeah, and then you have people who will be into it,
Hmm.
and then again people working, then you have people who's off and stuff like that. Or who go into their own little thing. So sometimes I hear the things behind the scene what's really happening. I kind of listen to them, and if they're not here, I will know why they're not here.
You know what? You know what?
Okay.
You know what I should call it? I did a little confident. I call it brain fuck.
What's
Brain.
that?
I call it brain fuck.
A brain fuck.
Yes. I think that's a good title because sometimes knowledge could get you the woman or the man you need.
Yes, it can.
That's simple. I'm telling yo, I promise you, if you call it that, and if you don't have no more than we're gonna talk about the same topic. If you have no more than 16 people, I'm gonna ship you the bottle you want. Is people love educators like the stuff you're talking about right now is like really sensitive. But
Mm.
if you word it differently, I bet you they'll listen.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes I play around with the words. But today I'm like, I'm gonna leave it as it. I'm gonna come as straight because it's bothering me
Hmm.
seeing that people are just falling off the face of because nobody's going to see the doctor. No one wants to go check up on yourself. I have a cough, they take medication. Okay, I'm good. No, you're not. There's something happening repeatedly. You're feeling dizzy. Check yourself. I love going to see my doctor. I know through the pandemic, she probably shocked to see she's hardly seeing me because I can't really go for the physically search.
But
So
one thing I learned about the college I hate. I mean, I hate school. One thing I learned about because I took marketing. It's called
mhm,
branding and how you introduce stuff to people that usually won't talk about it. And
yeah.
And because I'm a club promoter over here. I get people to any kind of party. Like politicians pay me to bring people in, but I keep telling him, you have to have intercourse with their brain. You have to
Mm-hmm.
make love to their brain, because even women, if you know how to make love to their brain, their body melts. That's
Yeah, yeah.
you could
You
make
can look all the good you look and try something, but it would never. But once the other
and you
person,
come outside like,
it's not gonna happen. I like to sit back and if something's bothering me, I'm gonna talk about it. I think it's all about. That's why it's called Candy's Convos and Confessions.
"Mhm,
Mostly, we go if we start having this conversation, we end up going to talk about cows and me just now, and we going to come back again. You understand? It goes back and forth, and at the end of the day, you learn something. You
see,
know, so
I appreciate this kind of conversation because you always need everything, negative, positive, sexual, everything,
yeah.
because you learn
I
so much
thank you.
about everything.
Thank you. I That's how I see it. I like, you know what? It's
Okay, I don't have my glasses on. Who's that? Tam Tamir
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
I,
tomorrow.
I miss tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. And then,
Tomorrow.
oh, hi, Camille. I'm going to go in again for the woman.
Hi, how are you guys?
Not bad. Welcome, welcome.
We are
Hi,
blessed.
Tamara.
We are black.
Welcome.
We are love.
Pardon me?
I said we are blessed. We are black, and we are love.
Amen. That don't let
Yeah,
anybody
we
tell you.
are.
Camille, do you have anyone that you experience with the prostate cancer, colon cancer, ovarian cancer that you would like to share?
My friend died of ovarian cancer a couple years ago, and
I'm sorry to
he
hear
died of
that.
breast cancer. Well, she had breast cancer before, and she went. Well, I mean, like my group of girlfriends that we have, we're very health conscious, so we're always going to the doctor, making sure we're straight, that type of
Mhm.
thing. But yeah, I did lose her to that. She had breast cancer, and then it went away, and
Okay.
then she got the ovarian cancer, and we're getting ready to bring her home. And the week before Christmas, we painted the house and everything, moved her bed downstairs, and the day like I went to work, like I left her, she
Okay.
passed away, so we didn't get to bring her home. But
Also,
yeah, it's a very touchy subject. But I mean, it is something to talk about because there's not a lot of people that actually talk about it.
no, and
And
some
then my
people.
grandfather, he died of prostate cancer.
Okay. Sorry, Camille.
But he was one of those like he lived for until like what 98, but he was one of those guys that he'll never go to a doctor, that type of thing.
Uh-huh.
So when they did find him, when he did find out, it was a little bit too late. But all the male figures in my life, they normally go and get themselves checked out, and we
Okay.
do like a cousins only event every other month. So we
Yeah,
do talk about stuff like this, you know.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. Um, when it comes to how do you guys cope? Like, do you guys have like I know some people would do like the balloons and like certain time of the month or every year. What do you guys do yearly? Like on the day of the that person passed away.
We just go to the cemetery and lay some flowers down and just reminisce on like just our memories and what
Yeah.
that person meant to us. Like we talk about her every day. We talk about my grandfather every day. So, some people they don't like talking about it, but I'm like, I think it's important to keep their memory alive and
Yeah.
just to talk about it. Like it's okay, like stuff happens in life and this is one way you exit the world.
Yeah, I look at
Yeah.
it like I think the more someone could talk about something that happened in their lives, it helps condition them to move on. Not so move on to forget.
Yeah, it should be normal.
Yeah, but you could talk about it and
I,
encourage someone to do the testing, go check yourself out, speak to your doctor. Don't leave those things
yeah.
behind. Make sure that you're
Yeah, we
you're
just
good.
normalize it.
Yeah,
In
I
our
like that.
family, we like normalize it. So we're in like a lot of people are in healthcare, special forces. So we
Okay.
normalize it just so like, okay, well, for the younger generation, they know,
Okay.
this is what happens. And just to be a little bit more self-aware, it's better they learn from inside your household. And when they go out there, they learn a whole bunch of nonsense that doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Like this have been bothering me since last month. I want to talk about had this conversation. I just kind of we got to talk about different conversations, but now I'm ready for this. It's a serious. Um, anyone else want to share like someone that passed away from cancer or someone that they know who has cancer right now and going through treatments? I know I spoke to Anton, mentioned his one already. I'm sure if Classic Rebel, Lex, tomorrow want to say something.
Um, one of my best friends, he passed away at the age of 34. Uh,
Wow.
he was one of them dudes like we call ourselves the Caribbean culture that denied life, denied
Yeah.
themselves. So he knew there was something wrong with him, but because he was such a macho, I don't believe what's going on with me. He died with leukemia. Leukemia. Am I saying the word right? Leukemia.
Leukemia. Yeah.
Say it again.
Leukemia. I think
Leu-
it's leukemia.
Yo, my accent always come out. But so basically, the way he died because he never got treatment was when it got so high, his body basically cooked his brain. So because when something wrong with your body, you get a fever.
Yes.
So
That's science.
his wife saw him. His wife didn't even know he had it. The doctor told him he had it. He didn't believe it. He didn't want to go to no treatment. So he had a fever that was so high, it basically cooked his organ and his brain. That's
Shit.
basically that's the way they say it. Because when the fever get higher and higher, you gotta cool your body down.
Yeah.
But nobody's best friend. Well, we've been friends forever, like since like middle school. We've been friends forever. But he never got it done because he thought the stuff that he was doing was gonna kill him. This is not our disease. This is not something that you get in the island. This is not a disease. You have to go to them. They put the disease in us to make the money from us. You're not gonna be cured by the thing in the island. You have to be cured by the person that give you the disease.
The
And
antidote.
the antidote. I feel like he would still be here that today because he was still in the Navy. He worked out every day. He was strong, built. Fever one day, dead the next day because he just let it build up. So I'm telling all my brothers and sisters, don't be afraid of doctors. I was one day. A little toenail cut. If you didn't know you had diabetes, it will kill you.
Hmm. Yeah. It's up.
It's that simple. It was hard to bury somebody that young.
And you said 34, right?
Yep. No, 35. 34? I have to count the years. But it was hard to bury because his young daughter was there. And how do you tell a young daughter that your father's no longer going to be there?
Hmm.
And just like I tell black men that like wanna be on the street, I said, when are you gonna die for your daughter, not the street? When are you gonna die for your son, not the street? Like it's really that simple. Like stop dying for other people, live for yourself.
Hmm.
There's this crazy comedy dude. He was like, oh, everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die. So if you want to put the effort to go to heaven, why don't you live right now to go to heaven,
Hmm.
not to die tomorrow to go who knows where? I think this person, this is hell, and everywhere else you go is heaven. Me personally, that's why I think it is. It can't get worse than this.
I hope not. I truly hope not. I was also wondering, people say, "Oh, you're gonna go to hell if you do this." I was like, "We are. What if we're in hell? What if? What if?
But
You know?"
my thing is see, I'm not into this Bible thing. I'm into like everything that give you life is a God. Um, like I like the old Indians, the trees, the water, the land, the soul, because you respect it. A lot of Indians would not cut a tree down. They only take the tree that's already underground, a tree that's dead, to make fire. Why can't we just go back to that? It's not that hard. There's enough tree that's dead right now that we could live with. Oh,
Listen,
just
welcome, Janine. I ain't gonna lie. I actually I bought myself a fire.
place.
I forgot what it's called. Not a fireplace, but you can have it outside the backyard, and you put your wood and stuff, and you start your fire, and like a campfire, but it's in this big, like a
It's
big
called a fire pit.
fire pit. And then we did the marshmallows.
No,
My
no, no,
kids
no,
did the
no,
marshmallows.
no, no. You have to take a drink because you forgot.
Pardon me?
You have to take a drink because you forgot.
I was just, oh God, I don't like you right now, eh? You know, honestly,
Yes.
oh, look at here. Hold on. I think I found this. Hold on.
Maybe
I've been looking for my bag and I couldn't find my bag with my bottle of alcohol. So today I haven't touched anything at all. But I bought it for my kids, put a gazebo and stuff outside. Everything is good. And now it's just like we were doing it for the first time and they're like, Mom, it's like we can camp in the backyard because I know to show you guys saw pictures when I'm doing the clean the backyard and it's just like, oh my God, it was exciting doing marshmallows. I don't really do marshmallows, but it actually tasted good.
you want to find something that you could do in your backyard with all that stuff for free. What I do is I go to a lot of local park. If you look around, there's a whole bunch of free woods.
And collect.
Or they fell down from like heavy rain. So
Yeah.
me and my son will go there. We just get all those free woods, and that's what we burn.
Yeah. I told the kids I'd rather go start going to the forestry area to start picking up my stuff. I'm not spending, I spend like about
See, you
too
said
much
it. You said it.
$24 for a bag of logs. Like, no, that's too much. I need to save
You said it again. You told who?
the children. Guys, when I said kids, but kids are more going forward to calling goats kids and children your actual human beings children. So I'm being draped up by Gregory right now. So which I know better than that. So thank you. Welcome, Janine. Welcome, welcome, Marcus. That's Classic Rebel, Tamara, Judine, Lex, Camille. You guys want to share something about someone who had cancer, someone that you know, a friend who passed away, and what type of cancer it was?
Mm,
Anybody's good?
lot of stuff. I have a story. I'm not sure I really want to talk about it.
Okay.
If you're not comfortable, it's okay not to.
Yeah, it's okay. I wouldn't force you.
But
No.
but if you ever but if you have the little cute little headphone, you could tell any story you want to. I'm just messing with you.
What's wrong with my little pink headphones?
It looked like you took it from your child.
Shit.
Oh, yeah, I'm a child.
Yeah, I was so hoping he wasn't gonna say that. He just ran right into right into it. I'm gonna read, guys, the vulva. I was gonna read that. The vulva cancer. Vulva cancer is a quite uncommon, accounting for just 0.7% of all cancers in women. Hold on.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, it's gone. The American Cancer Society estimates that about 6,000 women will be diagnosed with this form of cancer in 2019.
Oh,
More than half will develop in women over age 70. Vulvar cancer affects the outer part of the female genitals, the vulva, but it can also spread to the part of the labia,
Wow.
the labia majora or the labia minora. The type of cancer affecting this area is called squamous cell carcinoma. It's the most common. Oh Lord, guys, I can't read these other words. It's all medical. Determines the symptoms of a woman will experience. And
Can you,
like what a
can you say that-
melanoma. Huh?
can you say the name of the cancer one more time?
It's called vulva. That's around the vagina area.
You said
The female
Valva.
genital. Yeah, the vulva, vulva.
All right, thank you.
So you're welcome. It's like signs of persistent itch. One of the first symptoms of vulva cancer is an itch in the affected area that does not go away. Some women find the sensation becomes worse at night, interrupting sleep, or that it's worse with movements. This symptom is caused by the tumor growing. So if your vulva starts itching, guys, some people might just go to the clinic or walk over the counter and take something that's for what yeast infection or something, but please go to the doctor. A burning sensation may accompany the itching feeling, and bleeding may occasionally present. I'm gonna go into it more.
I'm looking at Google. They also there's a shortage of that. It's called the HV HPV. It's also,
Um,
and it's also early sign of diagnosis. That there's a lot. There's a lot of way you could get this too. Smoking. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of way you could get this.
read it out, because you're touching base on what I was gonna say.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, read it.
I'm Google is saving what you're saying because I'm also like drinking, so I want to make sure I remember this tomorrow. So the HPV is also in one of the early diagnosis of like regular. Oh shoot, regular like cancer like throughout the body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not reading no more. This is like a little too much.
What are the what comes with the effects? What are the symptoms? What do you
Um,
see symptoms?
Give me a second. I have my glasses on, so I'm trying to. Um, okay, symptom.
Mm-hmm.
You could have limp, sores.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of itching everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it says right here for this one. But it looked like the main focus is like you have a lot of itching around your area that,
Yeah.
that you cannot reach. That's basically what it's saying. So it's not a sexual transmitted disease; it's cancer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. If you don't have a good doctor, they're gonna try to give you antibiotic.
Yep.
The review said like a lot of doctors says they give you the wrong medicine as antibiotic, aspirin or Motrin to
Mm-hmm.
down the pain or maybe swelling, and that's how most people die because they're not getting the cure faster.
And because to me, if I come and I say in a certain, don't assume, they like to assume blood test. Your blood, your urine tells a lot. Something even the skin tells the doctor should be able to see and tell, hey, let's do a blood work, let's do an ultrasound, let's do an X-ray. I love MRI. That shows you everything. Because before I remember I had a knee surgery, I went to a boat ride
Hmm.
and I popped my what is the word? The ligaments. So when I popped that, it it was swollen immediately within the first 3 minutes. It was swollen like really big,
Um,
and
you
they
tell
did
me,
the X-ray.
you,
Pardon me.
you tell me how you pop that.
Honestly, I have no clue. I wasn't dancing. I was just standing,
Can
waiting
you
for the boat to go out to shore.
can you make a funny story just to like tell us so we could laugh? Because we talking about a lot of serious stuff, and I think we need just a little. Can
All
I
I
make
remember.
can I make a story for you?
Sure, go ahead.
So I was waiting for the boat. I mean, like, You know how we like the boat party. Woo, 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 woo. I was waiting for the boat, and there was a gentleman, like, oh my goodness, like he was like, he had this body shirt, like, like he was coughing for. And I was trying to like walk to him really fast. I had the high heel, and next thing you know, I forgot my age, and my knees said, "Look, look, 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 look."
If
Not
only that was true. All I
Hello,
remember was
Judine.
the boat was looking to
Hello.
go out to shore, and
Hi, honey. How you doing?
Good, good. Good to see you, darling.
when my knee, I felt like somebody, somebody come behind you and put their knee and
Who
hit
that who
behind
that
your
I
heel.
tell up with Judine?
Huh?
Tell
I'm
him
gonna
man, be
start.
careful, you know. Tell him careful, you know, Judine. Tell him careful.
So I'm gonna tell you guys my story before you guys really interrupt and make me make noise up in here. And that's what happened to me. So later on the night, it was swollen. Found that they checked to see what was going on. Oh, take the medication, take this, take that. They did the X-ray, they did the ultrasound. Nothing really showed that was wrong with me until they did the MRI. They did see, oh shit, it was snapped. There was nothing. It was separated. So I had to do a whole surgery on my leg in 2015.
um,
Like whatever I did, I literally fucked it up.
this is why Black women die mostly in birth because they care less about us. They assume that we are okay, and they give us drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Study of Black women, we die more of birth. Uh,
Okay.
Black men taking care of those babies. They don't get us credit because Father's Day ain't crap for the good man. But a lot of the highest thing right now, Black women die mostly in childbirth because they'll leave us in the hospital the longest. They won't check on you guys. They don't care about you guys. So if all you guys, always get a doula or midwife if you choose to go to the hospital. Because the study of Black women dying in the hospital for anything, from surgery, for anything, is very high.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've seen everybody going in midwives in that direction. My cousin just had a baby, what, 3 weeks ago now, I think. Yeah, and shoot, he is. She had the nurse actually picked her up, took her to the hospital, brought her back to the car, put the car seat into the vehicle, and they go back and forth to the house. I'm like, I never did that. I was good, but I never, thank God, I never had any bad experience at the hospital. They were always up my skin. I was making sure I'm okay. If I'm hungry, I walk and do whatever I want to. I was hungry at the hospital, so. But I've never had tango, but I heard some bad experiences, you
But
know?
what kind of job did you have?
It's called personal support worker, or what was I doing at the time? I'm doing administrative.
So you had a salary over 35,000, right?
Yeah.
So that means you had no free care. So that means you was getting
I have
blessed.
free care. We have free care.
No, that means if you have like, so what I was trying to get to is like
Yeah.
the people, the women that die the most, the people that have free
Uh-huh.
care, and people that have no job, people that are underpaid, people
Mm-hmm.
that pay the hospital bill, they want to get them out.
When you did that statistics, exactly where was that? Do you remember?
The survey was made from Boston, Boston, New York, and I think it was Boston, New York, and Florida.
Okay, so for we in Canada, we have a card called an OHIP card, and that automatically pays for us. So it's come like free healthcare. So I know there's some women who go through bad things like
Oil.
experiences.
Not in Canada, in Ontario only. OHIP.
Ontario. Yeah, Ontario.
Yeah.
So do
That's
you
it.
know anything about like the birth rate between European and Black who died the most? I'm gonna look it up. I'll look it up tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
But
I kind of wild guess it would be blacks. Wild guess.
I live in the U.S. and I'm seeing the study in the U.S. how much from Black men that come in with like car hits, shot,
Yeah.
whatever, they die faster than if it was a cop that got shot.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Left
like
unattended. Your
I'm
life don't matter.
we dislike, we dislove, we unlove for no reason because we didn't choose to be here. We didn't choose to be in Canada or UK. We was put there. That's why I'd be telling like Asian, I'm like, yo, I'm not like you. I'm not I'm not like you. We was not we was not forced to be here. We were slaves. So you immigrant. I'm not an immigrant. What do you mean? I said immigrant is people that come here. Everybody else people that was forced here. So we are blessed.
Yes, we are.
I like hearing your voice because you mad quiet tonight. That's okay.
I'm gonna touch quickly on to before we move on, guys. The cancer, breast cancer. We didn't touch on breast cancer. So a few symptoms: the new lump in the breast or the on the arm. Hold on. Okay, thank you, John. The thickening of or swelling of parts of the breast, irritation or dimpling of breast skin, like it look like a cellulite. It folds, redness or flaky skin in the nipple area of or the breast, pulling in the nipple or pain in the nipple area. Right, so all those things are symptoms. The other one I didn't touch on is kidney. Hold on.
Before you move on with the breast cancer,
Sure.
men get breast cancer also.
Yes. The
Yes, they do.
the percent of men are lower. Is I think it's like under like it's um and it's like under like 15%. It's like under I think it's like under 15%. But men, you don't have to be fat with boob, but we still get breast cancer. And our symptom is also deadly.
Yes, it is. Um, Hold on. What the
Um,
heck did I put stuff?
you
Sorry,
have
I'm
any,
listening.
you have anything about the brain? Because that's one of the one that kill us too.
Um,
I mean, not
like the
just
tumor,
everybody.
aneurysm,
Yeah, a
that's big.
blood clot, aneurysm. The brain
Yeah,
can kill you faster.
that's big. Let me see. I didn't. It's funny. They didn't even show that. Well, the Wilms tumor and the sarcoma of the kidney, that is rare.
Hmm.
Um, Hold on. And I didn't do any research on leukemia, on the bone cancer. I didn't even do that.
Because
That was,
they've been killed African Americans for years.
yeah.
My friend, leukemia is a obia disease. When you have leukemia, go by a obia man. Don't waste time in hospital. The doctors don't know what caused it.
Yes and no. There's young people too.
No.
Young people
Um.
there's a lot
Doctors don't know what caused it. It's a obia disease.
Okay.
That means my obia you.
but also like leukemia. It's in the bone. That's what
Well,
people.
leukemia. I tell you, say your white blood cell turn against your body. That don't happen naturally. That is obia.
Yeah,
That is
but
like somebody saying your mother try poison you when you're no born. That is leukemia. Obia, my lad. Go buy a obia, man. Cure it
you're
Yes.
one time.
so right
The,
because
the white eat the red blood cells, and you're quite right. That's what
Yeah,
leukemia is.
yo
that's a
yo
obia
You're
disease.
quite.
I tell you.
I know about the obia part, but
I tell you, man. Anybody will have leukemia. Check and see. If you bring a spiritual person in it, you're going to see some spiritual force were at work there. That's a
So
obia disease.
are you saying by experience you've seen it have changed, reverse if they go to someone spiritual?
Yeah, I have to go buy a obia man to fix that. That no, me I talk to doctors, my brother, them big doctors, number one in Jamaica, and them, all of them clueless. Nobody know of where it come from, what cause it. No doctor on the earth know what cause it. You might stand a better chance go buy a Chinese doctor to get Chinese medicine treatment
I
fee.
know they say cancer in the bone is it's rare. It's rare, but
Phobia thing that.
surrounding
Phobia thing.
tissues, the cartilage. I don't know. I can't touch on that one, but I will listen to what you have to say. All right. But I know there's a little boy I used to be by his mom, but I just came to Canada. It was still early in Toronto. And he was about six going to 7. And he suffered for a long time. But leukemia didn't kill him. It was actually, he got a bad infection after. He was surviving, he was fighting it, he was pushing, and then he actually ended up passing away after. His name was Dwayne. That was his name. But he ended up passing away after. That was sad. And he loved baseball. And I think after he passed away, he always come and speak to his spiritually speak to his stepfather. And he was always there talking and saying the things that he wanted. And they would drop the stuff over, he'll come back and tell him thank you. It was kind of creepy, but I know things like that happens. But the biggest cancer that the most that the people talk about, like, you have the breasts, which you have the, Gregory. Where did Gregory go?
I think sickle cell, Kandy, among Black people, another blood disorder, just like leukemia, that a lot of people, male and female, would die from the same white blood cells eating the red. And the life expectancy, if you're born with that, is normally 18, 17, 18, 19.
Okay. That's
So
like they also have
is something common among.
I know that they have an anemia they call it. Yeah, anemic.
Anemia, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anemic. Yeah.
I remember they swelling in the hands, vision problems and stuff like that. It could increase. But I know some people they have the technology where they could drain that blood you have into your body and replace your blood and start you all over again. So I know they've been doing a lot of scientific stuff right now to change a lot of stuff in people's life for them to live longer, and new medication they're coming up with. But I know for my kid's father, he has the sickle cell trait. And I remember the first time when he said that to the nurse, I was panicking like, fuck my kids, but otherwise my kids are good. He just had the trait. Okay, anybody want to say anything before I move on from this?
Nope, go ahead.
Obey, do you have anything to say? Welcome, Obey, John. And Dr. Max, I haven't heard from you yet. Tamara, do you guys have anything you want to say before I move on?
Yeah.
I think that she started
I think that because this cancer business, because when I remember when I other select up on the sound system, in the cancer,
Yeah.
So the doctor say some growth in his stomach, and the doctor give him 3 or 4 months, and tell him, say, boy, well, no me, him father fly in and tell him to take CBD oil.
Okay.
Since him start take it, the cancer gone and the man back to him health normal. So if somebody have it, I always tell them try the CBD oil.
Okay.
A good treatment feed there.
You guys have something called I know it was, I don't know if it's anywhere else, but I know there was this girl, she had the uterus cancer, right? Ovarian cancer, not ovarian cancer. She had it in her ovaries. No, sorry. She had it in her uterus, right? I think that's what it was. But she could have kids, so she had to remove her hysterectomy. But she started taking it's a name, it's like it's called ping. It's a bush that people drink. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Vervine.
Which one? The one that's very bitter.
It's like the same.
I don't know the name of it in English, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because that was a bush that people would get it from Jamaica and boiling that and drink regular.
You also put in your food too?
Okay. I'm not sure. They were just drinking it like a tea.
Yeah, that's seriously.
No, not seriously. This one was actually the actual bush. Like if you don't have the cerasee bush, you have the cerasee tea,
Guinea,
right?
Guinea hen weed,
What's it called?
Guinea
Yeah.
hen, the
That's
Guinea
one.
hen weed.
That's one. Yeah, that was the one everybody
That
was going
all
crazy
old
over.
people made this with that, man.
So that what I was saying. If you use that, it was helping to um shrink the actual cancer. And
So
mm,
we have one in here called moringa. That's the
Yeah, moringa everywhere, man.
yeah, moringa is
Moringa
really
all
good
over
for
there.
a lot of those stuff too.
okay,
Like moringa, you could do from tea, from food. You could do so much with moringa. You could like make. I'm not sure this. I don't think it's the same leaf, but like we have the same pattern of leaves to the
mm,
islands. But
mm.
moringa could do a lot of stuff.
I learned about that
Um,
in 2020. I think you know what, my mom was giving that to my
no,
dad
Nolonium
because
leaf
he
too.
was diabetic, and apparently cleanse your blood and renew, restart some same thing like sterilizing your blood.
Moringa.
You see,
Yeah.
Lamar's coming in. So you know all about those leaves too.
Okay.
But
Okay.
like them home
Sour
them
sop
home
leaves
leaves
as
are
well.
so good for us, ridiculous.
Sorry, someone said something.
Sour sop leaves as well.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Obe says sour sup leaves.
So what's up, leaf?
I
Yeah.
know sour sup leaf in Trinidad we use it to for sleep to get babies to sleep or someone to sleep if they have sleep apnea.
So what technically is it like something that to make you comfortable, relax?
Yeah. What when it
So
comes to sleeping, but if Obe is saying it's good for cancer too, right? Obe, am I understanding you correctly? Obe,
Hey,
did you say it's good for cancer, right? The sour sup leaf?
yeah, I believe it. From what I remember, it has some properties that help fight cancer.
Okay.
Thing, you know. Everybody want to fight the cancer. Fight
The leaves and the
the
fruit
cancer.
as well.
Which fruit? The actual fruit of sour sup?
The actual fruit, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
And if I'm not mistaken, the core of the pineapple.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
the pineapple.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
See,
You
my
can
question.
you can do your research, but I'm just going off of the top of my head. I
Yeah,
know there's
yeah.
a lot of health benefits for the core.
My question is: are you talking about like the fruit in
For
the
the
U?
sour sop?
No, because like a lot of food that we have in the U.S. is like it's like watered down piss. Because you need about like 15 apples to get the vitamin from like one.
Is that
So
normal?
so are you talking about like the one that you grow yourself or the one like in general?
Um,
Well, I mean, in any case, um, organically grown fruit will clearly give you a bigger or more health benefits. You know what I mean? The more chemicals you use, the less the less boron fruits and vegetables are able to absorb from the soil. Hence, you don't get or we don't get the full potency and nutrition from the fruits and vegetables because boron is one of the highest lacking nutrients that we have because of pesticides. You know what I mean?
Boron.
Yeah, boron is very, very good.
Hmm.
Boron
Yeah, man, we get it in the sea moss.
That's
yeah,
boring.
yeah, but that's the only thing you really get it from nowadays. Like
Yeah, man.
the,
Yes,
the
you have to drink
levels.
your sea moss every morning.
But what I'm saying is, for people
Are you
that
talking about
that
this?
can't have or don't have CMOS, like we supposed to be getting our daily values from fruits and vegetables. But what I'm saying is, because of the use of pesticides, they're not able to absorb as much as they should. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Yeah, you can
unfortunately.
supplement from for from the CMOS, but also you can do it from. Uh, I know it's going to sound funny, but you can look up. You
Yeah,
can look up the boron conspiracy, and you'll see that doctors have used it to cure arthritis and stuff like that. So you don't have to take my word for it. Like I said, you do your research.
Well, me I go check it out, cause
Yeah,
you
yeah
see
man.
everybody love talk about this cancer, and I remember a doctor say cancer is a deficiency of a vitamin. I think it's B17.
I'm not sure on that, but I do know
Uh,
like
I tell
cancer
you
is
this. Let me
can
tell you
all
this, man.
cancer is
Apricot,
mutation.
apricot seed of the vitamin that
Yes,
missing, and the lack of that is what
yes,
give you cancer. So I think it's one of them
yes.
vitamin. You will find all vitamin cell in the pharmacy except that vitamin.
Hmm.
It's
Apricot
very
seed.
strange.
Yes,
Very
apricot seed
strange.
is very good.
Okay.
Very strange.
Um,
Is a
I want. Sorry, I'm listening to you guys. I was looking up the benefits of the pineapple core, and it says the core of the pineapple may seem to be very hard, less juicy, and slightly bitter as compared to the juicy slice, but don't remove it. The pineapple, when you go, the pineapple core is a rich source of fiber and keeps your digestive system healthy. Bromelin is a proteolytic enzyme with anticoagulant properties that helps blood clots. If all, it also possesses anti-inflammatory properties and aids healing of wounds or bruises and other skin infections. The core has high concentration of the bromelin as compared to the fruit and hence is more beneficial. A great source of vitamin C. It boosts your immunity system, good for your heart health, helps thin the mucus in conditioning like asthma for easy breathing. So that's what it's good for cholesterol too, controls the cholesterol. So that's what it says about the core.
but that can make sense because pineapple is not that easy to grow.
Okay.
Also banana too. This banana skin is too like that too.
Yeah, I was thinking one day to eat that or boil it and drink it. And I was seeing a woman actually doing it, and she did the same thing I was thinking about doing with the banana skin. And she did with lemons, and they were drinking that. It was part of their weight loss and benefits and breathing and healthy lifestyles. She's now 70 right now. When it comes to the apricot seeds, is it 6 to 10 kernels per day? Some recommend for people with cancer, but this can be dangerous. People who follow these dose recommendations are likely to be exposed to this is called cyanide levels that cause cyanide poisoning. So you got to be careful with the apricot seeds.
Oh,
If you
I
have
cyanide.
have
cancer,
my box of them. Very good thing. You just take two in the morning.
uh,
Yeah, just two, one to
You see?
two.
It
So that
look like almond. So I used to like keep it in the car. So when people come in my car and grab it up, but them a taste and I beg the almond. Very
you
bitter, eh? They
wicked.
spit it out.
I like. I like that. Yeah, showing the
Yeah,
picture, it does look like
yeah.
almond.
Good
Thank you.
apricot.
See, again, everybody learning something who didn't know. I know I didn't know about that from time. Um, Next week you guys could choose your topic. Um,
Yeah, I have well, not a topic, but we could discuss it. Um, I think maybe as a group, if you have a WhatsApp chat for the group outside of this Wednesday thing, that we could exchange information like the stuff that he just showed, and then Gregory had something up, So if there's a WhatsApp chat, something associated with you, that we could exchange our information and
okay,
um
talk to each other
Anton,
also,
Anton,
you
would you
know.
like to break it down for you. Okay, so Anton would like a group chat with explicit, exotic conversations
Yes.
and
And
pictures.
can you be the president? The first
Ah,
black, the first black president of this group.
I could do that.
Because you have majority of all of us numbers in WhatsApp, so you are the president.
I
And,
could,
and, and Miss JD could just lie in the back with a little cute little headphone.
so I'm gonna make it in the what's it called? The group pick.
Yes. Yes.
The group moderator.
The group moderator, yes.
And they call it
Louder nothing.
we call it pink
Headphone, big headphones.
Or the admin for the group is Judine.
Can I be the design, the culture part of the group?
Pardon me? The design culture?
Yes. I mean, I want to do like when you guys talk about something, I want to do the pictures.
Oh, you want to get the pictures? Okay.
I'm trying to do a cool name called the design and culture.
Yeah, I'm like this. I'm like you went beyond. You didn't even say graphic designer. You're like, what is that? I felt so ignorant for a bit.
You Dick Gregory said, why you going to college when the gorilla and the monkey living this long? You don't need college. You need skills from parents to parents and neighbors to neighbors. I'm a culture from you. I want to be the culture designer.
Well done. So the purpose of the chat line is that once they open back up, if you've visited Miami, New York, or England, or wherever you are, Trinidad, Grenada,
me and Marv's gonna come to you guys.
and you
Canada.
reach out to somebody.
No, we want to go Canada first. We
Sorry? That sounds like a plan.
Can we go to
we're going there first?
What are you talking about?
Where you coming? You coming to Canada?
Who's coming to Canada? I live in Canada.
Yeah, I say I want to come to Canada first before you come to us.
Oh yeah, well you welcome to come here anytime. Once you could cross the border. Come on down.
I see your background, so we come to your house. Give me a room and some food.
Well, I'm the live alone person, so I have one.
No, you're not. You're not. You're blessed with wives. You're good. You could have friends.
You even said wife. You said wipes. You put him on out there.
No. He put himself out there.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what he's talking.
I know, babe. Yeah, Gregory doesn't know what he's saying. He's in America.
Yeah, I'm in America. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Greg in America. I used to live. He's 42 Snyder Avenue in Brooklyn, and I have a place 17201 Collins Avenue in Miami Beach. So I'm connected. So I could move her.
All place that you need a gun.
A place there in Miami and the house apartment in Brooklyn.
On Sunday, I was 30 minutes from Detroit. Lord, listen. Maybe if I did have all these accessories to have the show on Wednesday, I think I was gonna go for it. I was so close, just 30 minutes away from the airport, like shit. But I was in Windsor. So that's why I was so close. It was nice. Yeah, it was nice. I just went there for the night and head back home. Okay, so are we playing a game today?
Yeah, man.
Yes, we have to.
Send my weekly report in.
Okay, hold on. Somebody sent me something today. I was gonna ask you guys the question. Who sent it to me? The question was, what can you say during sex, but also say at a family dinner?
More.
Pardon me?
More. Me not done yet.
You gonna say more?
It's good. It's good.
Okay, got you now. More. Okay. Oh, sorry,
How about
guys.
how
I'm
about
slow right now.
how about this tastes so good.
More.
You know,
It
Yes,
tastes
it
good.
does.
It tastes so good. Anyone?
Me not done yet.
Tell me more. Elaborate more. Say more.
excuse me,
Done
Skin.
yet. I am not finished.
Excuse me, Candy.
No,
I
you
didn't
can
hear.
have a first, second, or third course.
Are you coming?
For next dinner?
Not
Sorry, Greggy, what were you gonna say?
Come
I said,
again.
I forgot what the question was.
Pardon me?
I said I didn't hear your next question. What was the question? Was the question about his food?
The question was, what can you say during sex, but also at a family dinner?
Come again.
The food's real good.
I got, and you said, it tastes real. Okay, I got that. Come again.
It's so
Come again.
juicy.
What's that?
You only can eat this here.
Obey? Who said that? Who said that question? Who said that? Gregory or Obey?
That's
Obey,
great.
you have something? No? Camille?
Yo,
The buns are all wet.
The buns are all went to the family dinner?
Let me see.
Everyone said mine.
Yeah. What can you say during sex, but also at a family dinner?
I have one. Like you keep saying over and over, obey.
Well, we at the dinner table.
I'm so done. I think that's all for tonight. Lex, anything? Lex, any suggestions?
How about
Watch your legs.
how about damn, you spilled all over me.
Ooh, that's a good one.
How about did you clean that before I could eat?
I'm going. Nah, I'm gonna make you eat it all up.
Okay, I'm done writing. You guys nasty.
How about compliments to the chef?
It is nice and moist.
That was really good. I will come again.
Oh, what about am I the first one? Am I the first one to eat this?
Is that all?
My food always make you come back.
John Gregory.
Who that will come back? Yes, Jodine, yeah.
Yes, John.
Me not reach it, I will come back.
And Dr. Max and Lex and Tamara to answer. So Gregory.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh,
Can I take?
More, please. More, please.
Oh shit. I'm done writing.
Am I the only one that's smelling like? Am I the one smelling fish?
Oh damn.
This meat is moist.
It's well cooked.
Like, this make me feel tingly all over.
I will be like, oh my, this made me choke.
It's so good I can't stop eating it.
God. Yes.
We like that.
Yes,
Clean up the plate.
Is this real meat or just vegan?
Oh.
We're gonna play a game called Extreme Personal Questions. Right?
Ooh.
I don't think I've done that with you guys. They says shuffle the cards and place them face down in the playing area. Play. Sorry, I shook myself. Players take turns clockwise flipping
Don't
over the
gag.
cards. Pardon me?
I said don't gag. Swallow.
I, guys, Julian came on the show very quiet, and you guys have just doing a different thing now.
I was too fucking high to say anything before, so it's coming down on some kind of.
Coming down. So this questions would be, it says, one says, what two players would you most enjoy watching while they have sex together and why?
Players.
What two other players would you most enjoy watching while they have sex together and why?
Kandy, before we play, is this like a drink game or just like just answering question?
We can answer question and drink if you, okay. Drink if you answer the question. Drink if you have something with a question. Drink if you agree with the question.
What?
Are you ready now?
I'm ready.
What two other players would you most enjoy watching while they have sex together and why?
I want to answer first.
Kandy and Judine.
No,
you take the words out of my mouth, bro.
no, I'm choosing Kandy and my good old buddy over there. Oh, Gregory.
Oh,
Gregory.
God.
Yes, you called my name. Yes, I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Anton said he chose Kandy and wow, Gregory. And why? Okay, so the person who said yes to Julian and Kandy, and the person who said yes to wow and well, Gregory and Kandy, why?
Wait a second. They picked my name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anton chose you and myself, and I think it was Max who said Julian and Kandy. Am I right, Max? Was it your voice?
Yes.
All right. Why?
Go ahead, Max. Well,
Why not?
Max, go for it. Come on, go on, speak.
Anton, why? Anton, why?
Okay, all right. So Max,
now, yeah.
Max has laryngitis. The reason? Well, is you expressed to us the type of guy that you would like. You like the beard, what you can do with the head, and he seems to know, he has you under him, over him all the time. So I tell myself I could sit down and referee. It's not just looking, because I think it's going to be a fight, a 2 or 3 day fight. So that's my reason.
Oh God.
Where's Greg? He left.
Yeah, hold on now. Hold on, guys. I'm doing a quick text. I can't
You have
text.
to take a drink, buddy. Where's Greg? You have to take a drink there, Greg.
Okay. Hold on, guys. The next question. What is your deepest, darkest secret? Well, I have most of you guys right on here. So you don't have to say it again. If you want, you can tell me more.
I have a